Iwaizumi pushed the door to Oikawa's room open. He didn't bother knocking, afraid that courage would leave him at the familiar sound of Oikawa's voice, and it ultimately resulting in him running away. Iwaizumi? He had seen Oikawa countless times before, and yet it felt like the first time. What are you doing here, Iwaizumi? Iwaizumi felt like crying, and he wasn't sure whether it was because Oikawa hadn't called him by his familiar nickname, or because he looked so damn vulnerable in this hospital room. Iwaizumi? What are you doing here? Oh wait, don't tell me you were watching my match, got all worried about me, and couldn't help but rush to the hospital as fast as possible. Ah, that's so sweet of you. Iwaizumi snapped out of his trance, only now processing the fact that he was currently in the same room as his ex, even though he had sworn to never see him again. I wasn't purposely watching your match. I wanted to see that shrimpy playing with Tobio, and you simply happened to be their opponent. Fair enough. How come you're standing in my room now, though? Just admit that you wanted to see me. Iwaizumi rolled his eyes, too exhausted to even bother coming up with some sort of excuse, as if why he had the urge to see Oikawa. I don't even know what I was thinking, as my brain short-circuited when I saw you hurting. Sorry for making you worry about me. The mocking undertones in Oikawa's voice had vanished. How's your knee? It's alright, I'll be fine. Will you be able to play in the upcoming matches? I don't know, most certainly not, at least not before the quarterfinals, but who knows if we're even going to make it. You'd better get gold or else Makki is going to cry. Well, that's going to be difficult considering the fact that I'm stuck in this bed right now. Then hurry up and get better already. Well, I'm trying. Iwaizumi sighed before he turned around to grab onto the door's handle, ready to leave before things were getting too awkward for him to bear. You'd better take care of yourself, Shirikawa. Are you happy, Iwa-chan? Iwaizumi froze in place, his heart hurting at the sound of this particular nickname. I didn't think you'd ever call me by that name again. You didn't answer my question. Well, what do you think, Oikawa? Do you think I'm happy? I don't know, that's why I'm asking. Are you happy with her? Iwaizumi sighed, not sure if he was feeling angry, confused, or simply hurt by Oikawa's question. This wasn't what he wanted to hear. Deep down, he had wanted Oikawa to say something like, I've missed you, or I'm glad you're here, or maybe he even wanted him to say that he was still madly in love with him. Do you really think that you're in the right position to be asking those sorts of things? No, I'm not. I know that I've lost the privilege of butting into your private life a while ago. But, well, you know me, I've always been like this. I can't help but cross borders from time to time. Maybe it was time for Iwaizumi to face reality. Oikawa had moved on a long time ago, and he was trying to do the same. She's great. I'm not unhappy. Not being unhappy doesn't necessarily equals being happy. God damn it, Oikawa, what do you want me to say? I'm happy. I should be. After all, you're happy without me, so I should at least try being happy without you as well. I don't think that there's a point in having this conversation, so I take my leave now. Get well soon. Goodbye. What makes you think that I'm happy, Iwa-chan? I don't know, maybe the countless hours I've spent stalking your social media. Looks like you're living your best life, hanging on to other guys and shit. Aren't you doing the same? You think I haven't seen all these pictures you post with her? You know, Iwa-chan, just because you're not mine anymore doesn't mean I can't be living my life the best way possible. I can still become everything I've ever wanted to be. I can still have everything I've always wanted to have, and I can still accomplish my dreams without you. Iwaizumi forced himself to smile. That's great, I'm glad you're happy. But without you, it's just so quiet. Oikawa giggled, but the sad undertone in his voice hadn't gone unnoticed by Iwaizumi. What are you talking about? Remember back in junior high when we had sworn to win against Oshiwaka at least once? It's not like I aren't happy whenever my current team and I win a match, but every time we win I think of that dumb promise and knowing that we won't ever play together again. Holding a trophy, and like my teammates, I just can't cry from happiness anymore. It's like something's always missing. Oikawa. Man, I'm 20-something. I should have figured shit out by now, shouldn't I? Back when we broke up, I thought the world we lived in was too small for us, and yet I keep wishing to go back. But oh well, I guess we both got our own lives now. Man, seeing you after all these years made me sort of emotional though. Oikawa yawned, stretching his tired limbs as the door opened. Excuse me, but the patient needs to rest now. Please come back during visiting hours. Eh? The nurse shoved Iwaizumi out of the room in the blink of an eye, leaving him unable to say even as much as a word of goodbye to Oikawa. He walked down the stairs, only to be greeted by Hanamaki, who was standing next to one of the vending machines, sipping on some coffee. Oh, you're back already? Yeah, they kicked me out. Oh, well, how is he doing? He's alright, I guess. Why are you drinking coffee at midnight? Well, I thought you'd take a lot longer than this and I didn't want to fall asleep while waiting. Makki side-eyed the half-empty can in his left hand. Well, I guess I'm going to pull an all-nighter today. You'll mess up your sleeping schedule. My sleep schedule is already beyond repair anyways. Iwaizumi chuckled as he got a couple of coins from his pocket and threw them into the vending machine. Hey, just because my sleep is a mess, it doesn't mean we need to mess yours up as well. I doubt that I will be able to fall asleep tonight anyways. Makki gently slapped his hand against Iwaizumi's back, trying to somehow reassure his friend that he's there for him. Iwaizumi knew that Hanamaki wasn't the best at finding words of encouragement in situations like these, but he knew that Makki truly cared. Want some midnight ramen? Aren't all the good shops closed by now? No, I know this place that's open till 3. Alright. The hours passed and the friends had returned to Hanamaki's apartment a while ago. The two of them had passed out on the sofa as the sun was rising, and only woke up about 5 hours later because Makki kicked Iwaizumi in the side by accident. Iwaizumi rubbed the sleep out of his eyes as he turned on his phone. Still sleep-drunk, he gazed over a message he had gotten a few hours earlier. Iwaizumi's eyes widened as he reread the message over again. I'm still in love with you. Iwaizumi hadn't read it wrong. There was no mistake. After all these years, Oikawa was still in love with him. Unsure of how to react, Iwaizumi decided to throw his phone across the room instead of replying the message, hitting Matsukawa, who had just returned home, in the head. Shit, what the hell? Okay, about the giveaway. To join, leave a number between 0 and 50 in the comments below. Since I haven't posted in a while, I know this video won't get many views, so the last day to join is August 20th. It's just snacks and anime stuff. Don't expect too much, I'm poor. It's a worldwide giveaway, but please make sure your parents are okay with it if you're underage. That's it for today. Bye bye!